position. Cool. All right. Let's play with some stuff. Right about there. That's all right. Let y'all. Some ceiling panels. Hey, Sugar Bear. I'm gonna do a stream. I'm streaming right now, just live, just FYI. That's all. I'm doing a organizing my camera here. Yeah, sitting on the floor. All right. I'm gonna have to get up again. About. In the meantime, let's get this. Little packets and stuff. Want everything kind of in front of me. So, my little box. Hey, Gloomy Ace. Yeah, the guys are bowling. I am not, because of my back. So, had my MRI today. We'll find out, the next steps. But yeah, I can't bowl. I can't do much of anything. Being in this position will hurt my back eventually. So all I'm doing is organizing my camera gear. I got my new box today. Maybe I go up a little bit. And I'm organizing some camera gear for be able to move it. Oop, wrong one. There we go. My name is Mark, and I'm a consumer. Yeah, thank you. It sucks. But like I said, they did the MRI today, so my follow-up appointment with the doctor is in a couple of weeks, and he'll tell me, my options, basically. You can have your back cut off, or I don't know. Okay. Let's grab, let's grab the camera, the lenses. I'm gonna use my main box here. I guess, can y'all really see that? What's up, Honky Kong? Oh, let's go a little higher. I want y'all to be able to see the progress. I think I know that feeling too. I've had those like back spasms where my muscle will get really hard and it hurts to breathe. Yeah, I know that one too. feel like an old man. I kind of am. Alright, let's unscrew. How am I going to do this? How about, let me just unscrew a plate. There we go. Pin. This is the setup for shooting the captain's logs. That and a stand, of course. But this is what I use. Overkill? Yeah. But makes me happy. So that's the ball head. I'm gonna keep that on there. Let's grab the tripod. I'm also trying to parse out what I want in the case as opposed to what I don't. Lenses, definitely, of course. Most used lenses. Let's see. That one was 28, right? 25. That's my custom one from Russia. Super cheap. It's my follow focus. Yeah, it is a Strat inspired, but it's my very first guitar I ever got. It's a Squire. I'm sure you've heard that brand. Little old Squire, a little cheapy. Which one's this one? Is this the 50? 50, yeah. So I got my adapters for the Nikons. Got the adapter. These are called diopters. Basically, they're magnifying glasses. For cameras. Also cheapies. Which one's that? Is that the 10? 4. That one's got to be the 10. The glass is so thick. Anyway. I'll use the 2. I need to put it away while I'm not using it though. Where is it? I use the 2 or the 4 most often. Where are you? One's put away, 2's put away, 4's put away. Huh. Well, they're all put away. That's why I can't find it on the desk. I'm not using it. All right. I don't think I want to put a light in there. I do want to put my paperwork in there. I can just slide in the bottom. Yeah. Warranty card. In case anyone was ever wondering, I use the A6700. G&L. G&L. I don't know what that is. What is G&L? Ethereum is dropping. Great. Okay. Got lenses, tripod, C-stand, light. That's its own case. That's this guy. So basically this one, lenses, camera, filters, yeah, and I can probably stick that in this case too. Not sure. It's just my little screen to make the smaller one bigger so I can see, because I'm blind and stuff. All right. So what are we rearranging for? Nothing in particular. I've been waiting for this case to go on sale. Dropped $20, so I'm like, hell yeah. I have a case that's for my old camera, and it needs its own case. So this is the newer camera, and I'm gonna start organizing. If I can get to my tools. All right, these are lens caps. Lens caps. I might as well throw a couple cables in there. C to C. Another C to C. Is there a USB to C? Yeah, there we go. Throw a couple of those in there. Batteries, that's its own case. That's that little case. That's for my screen as well. Bro, $20 for a camera. What camera? It was $20 off of this case, not for the camera. Oh yeah, here's my other stuff. It's not as heavy as I'm making it out to be. It's just, I'm weak currently. Yeah, there we go. This is my ND filter. Need that for shooting outdoors. That's my Sony cap there. Lens wipes. Do you know what an ND filter is? Without looking it up. These are my camera batteries. Ibuprofen. The bag I usually take to bowling. I don't think I have anything else in here. Camera related. No. Yeah, I think that's it. Okay, let's organize. I should be getting a package today from my buddy David. He's sending me some fragrances. Yeah, instead of going up, how about we go, oh, wrong one. I need to go down so I can see. And this is my favorite, one of my favorite piece of gear that y'all can't even see at the moment. Sorry. It's connected to the phone right now, but this is the other end. Oh yeah, I'll show you the ND filter. I'll put that right there. But it's just called a magic arm, because it's magical. Sorry. All right. Oop. Sorry. All right. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's like a lens filter. Hello. Greetings from America. It's an adjustable lens filter is what it does. I'll show you. So you don't have to adjust aperture while you're outside. I love their cases, but I hate their cases because they're too good. There we go. K&F, great brand for almost everything filter lens related. Okay, I get it. All my coins are dropping. You don't have to update me. Yeah, back's not good. There you go. So this goes, let me set it. Whoop. This goes obviously over the lens, but it's an adjustable ND filter. So yeah, you don't have to mess around with anything on the camera. You just, if it's too bright, you just start turning it. That's it. Pretty cool. I think I put a fingerprint on it. Maybe not. I don't shoot outside all that often, but when I do, you gotta have that. Okay. Oh yeah. Yeah, great. All crypto's going down. Great, thank you. I'm getting updates every second. Yeah, the adjustable lenses are really cool. All right, where's the camera? Right there. Caps, lenses, hoods, that's all that. This is these two, where's the other one? Oh, it's on the camera. These two lenses are they're called Anamorphic lenses, AKA cinema lenses. This company, it's pronounced Suray, just like within the past year and a half made these. I think they made 3. This is a 40 mil and this is a 20 mil. But these are anamorphic, aka cinema lenses that if you type in anamorphic, raw anamorphic footage, you'll see how ugly it kind of looks, because there's a lot to get into with anamorphic, but that number, that 1.33, is a squeeze factor. So when you're shooting with this on your camera, it'll look pushed in. It'll look like you put a picture in Photoshop and pushed it in. But what it's really doing is it's capturing a whole bunch more information. So like, let's say the frame of the camera here, let's say all you're seeing in that lens is this, but after you put it into processing, it stretches it out, so it makes it that big old widescreen look. Oh my God, yes, all coins are crashing right now. Great, I don't care. It's depressing watching that. I don't know how much I'm losing right now, but that's the crypto stock market. It is very fickle. Yeah, there's and then I got my little case today. Ooh, What is this for? A label plate? I don't know. Maybe. Whatevs. I'll just slide in there. Other way. Every single, I'm getting notifications up there. Every single one of the cryptos is just, it's not saying it's crashing, but they're all going down. Usually, generally speaking, when one goes down, they almost all go down. But I don't get alerts unless it's like a 10% drop. So they must not be doing good today. They've been doing good, steadily, you know, very. All right, back to camera stuff. I need my little screwdriver. I love this camera cage. This is a, forget who makes it, Small Rig? Yeah. That's a camera plate. How old? I'm a lot older than 27. Yeah, Disket knows. They're all, yeah, they're dropping big time. I keep getting updates, or it showing me that it's dropping. Anyway, this is, I'll take it out, but for Ace, this is, I don't know if you have a camera yet, but this cage around it, that's just a little screwdriver for all the parts. Little cage, handle separate. Anyway, protects your camera, and it's got all these mounting holes along the side, cold shoe mounts. Just it's really, really cool. Comes in handy every time. And it's pretty cheap. It's like $30 for a cage, for a camera, depending on what kind of camera. Yeah. I love that thing. I never had one before this camera, but I do now for this one, because I do a lot more with this one than I have ever with any of them. There we go. That's just a handle for holding the camera. You know, you can mount it. Again, you can mount it on the side, top, bottom, because of all the mounting holes to it. Really cool. So I'm debating whether or not to, I'm not going to take the cage off. It's always going to stay on, but I am going to take the lens off. So I need my cap, which is up there. Let's see, I thought I grabbed everything. That's the body cap. Easy does it. Easy does it. There it is. Oh yeah. And that one goes to that one. Okay. Oh, I haven't worked out in about 10 months. Yeah. I haven't worked out in the past month, because of my back, but outside of that, there were some other issues affecting me. So I couldn't work out, so it sucked. I haven't worked out more than 2 days. Let's say, I take that back. Out of the past 10 months, I've worked out, and I mean a workout, 45 minutes with a little bit of cardio, not going outside and hanging, from the bars or something. But in the past 10 months, I've worked out 7 days. Yeah, it sucks. It messes with your head too when you're so used to working out all the time and then you stop completely. Yeah, it sucks. Where's my cap? I showed y'all and then I dropped it or something. There it is. Little rocket ship. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. All right. My most feared part of the camera when it's exposed to the elements. All right. It's just air. It's got to be chocolate. Okay, let's I'm gonna change the camera angle so y'all can see how I want to set this up. Let me stretch. Give me a sec. Yay. Old. I'm gonna re-clamp it a little bit higher. Okay. Scoot all this crap over. Cool. And then bring y'all up. Bring y'all back down. Okay. Oh, man. Okay. So, let's figure out how we want to set this up. Batteries, yeah, I want to keep this together. This I can unscrew. This is just a little mini version of what the camera's using, or what the phone is being clamped onto right now. Battery, lens, the main screen. Most affordable way to take nice pictures of the moon. Your camera phone and a moderately priced telescope. Okay, let's do, there it is. Okay, so this has its own case. Battery 1, battery 2, battery 3 is up there. But I kind of want to keep it together. Yeah, I think this is going to go in here. Slide that in. Camera, batteries for the camera, and charger. here, definitely this lens, definitely this lens. Definitely this lens. Take that off, save some space. Give me, is this the 52? 56, I want that one. I do want another one too. It's an addiction that I don't have the money for. This is, okay, this is my 58 with the cheater of, I guess like that one's sideways, takes up less, yeah. This is the cheater Anamorphic, the Russian one. Yeah, I'm not saying you definitely can. I'm pretty sure you can though, if as long as you get the phone lined up in the viewfinder of the telescope. I'd imagine you can. All right, that one's going in there. The handle, that might be the separate case. So I kind of want this one in there. I really want this one in there. So, ran out of room quick. Screen. Yeah, batteries, I can make that smaller. Let's do lenses down here. 1, 2, I want separation, 2 low squares. There. There. I can slide that in. I can do that, actually. Make that. Yeah, or that and that. Yeah, that'll work. Cool. Lens diameter, that one's crazy. Then I can slide that one in sideways too, take up less space. Diopters, maybe make a slot for. No, I take that back. Professional, no. I was paid to do it several times, but not, I wouldn't consider myself a professional. That goes to that one. This is just a rubber ring for this contraption. This is a follow focus system for manual focus lenses, like this one. Typically, anamorphic lenses, those 2 big fat ones, typically those are not autofocus. So you'll see some variation of this on bigger versions, on like cinema cameras, movie cameras. So it's a wheel that you turn, that turns this gear. I can't reach and do that, but it turns this wheel at a 90 degree, turns this gear, and it's so while you're filming, you don't have to do this on the camera. You can just do it like this. It's so much easier, and that's what that's for. I haven't used that as much as I thought I was going to. I still use it, just not as often as I would like to, because I don't keep it on the camera rig at all times. Time to change positions. All right, let's this foam's cool. I don't know if you, it's called a pick and pull foam, because if you can see it, it's there's like 1,000 little squares in here, all in here, and you just, I'll show you. All right, I gotta commit to it though. All right, so let's make, that's where the camera will go. Right there. All right. Should I scoot it over one square? Yeah, let's scoot it over there. And the point of this stuff is so you don't have to use a razor blade to cut around it. You just rip it and pull it out. So, here we go. You just separate the foam. Let's see, separate it there. You literally pick it and pull it. I love it. It's not as strong as, you know, like a single piece of foam, but it's way more convenient in my book. I like it. I'll always use it unless I have like some $1 million setup or something. All right, so now I'm just separating the foam, and that goes down. Do I need, can I get away with, yeah, I can, cool. And I'll bring the camera over here once I, cool. All right. Let me extend y'all a little bit. Whoa. I gotta keep the camera. Here, let's move it. It's charged enough. 86%. Should be okay. Okay, unplugging. Boop. Okay. All right. Give me 1 second. Oh, well, now I can show y'all. This is a magic arm. This is the clamp that can clamp onto round objects or flat objects with the little pieces. So that's your base clamp, and clamp it onto anything. I would not suggest clamping it onto anything soft or brittle plastic, because it would ruin it, crack it, break it. But armchairs, desks, you know, C-stands. But anyway, and then that's what's holding my phone currently. And all these are adjustable, so it can go 100 different ways, you know. You can just bend it. It's 360, you know. Really cool. Yeah, these are awesome. You get them for, like, depending on the size. This is a little bit longer one, and it's the only one I use for my phone. The shorter ones I use for lights and stuff, but you get them for anywhere from 20, again, depending on the size, 20 to 40, 50 maybe. I'm gonna clamp it on. Let's clamp it on. Whoa! Let's clamp it onto the chair leg over here, huh? King Jeff. No, I'm not gonna read right now. I'm organizing very slowly my camera case. All right, let's do an overhead shot, huh? Well, Jeff, if you want to go see me reading, go check hundreds of my other videos. I am reading in those. Let's swing this. Let's bring this way down, shall we? All right, clamped. All right. So now that I've got the pieces pulled out here, now I'm gonna pull them all the way out. I love this stuff. Whee! I might need to go, yeah, I'm gonna go, it's got plenty of padding, but I'm gonna go one deeper, I think. You know, just in case. I'm sure y'all can hear the fan, I'm sorry about that. But, oh, God, I need it. I need a lot of stuff. The fan, temperature, control of the room, that I can fix. So I'm gonna own that. Time check, 4:31. Doggies get fed at 5. Let me see here. I miss bowling. Yesterday I was gonna go bowling. Well, not go bowling, but I was gonna go with the guys and just go stream it. I'm not gonna bowl, obviously, but I was gonna go stream it. But you know, I never feel good, you know, so. I got a phone call at 5 o'clock, so. Anyway, so, all right, we got my foam insert in there, which is cool, I think. I might, because this one's so much more shallow than my Nikon D5300. I have a battery grip. I have a battery grip on this thing. So here's where the actual camera is. And then this is the battery grip that holds a couple extra batteries. Trying to sell this. 5200. I lied. I said 53. It's been a while. 5200 is my first DSLR camera. It's a good one. It's been great. I've got a couple lenses to go with it. I have the Sigma 18-35 lens. Fantastic lens. if I don't have this listed. I have the lens listed, but if someone wants to buy everything, I will certainly make them a deal. This was my first expensive lens. Expensive to me. It was like, I think when I bought it, $500, $600, or $700. So, in the realm of lenses, that's in the realm of like regular old consumer lenses, that's still kind of expensive, but in the realm of like professional lenses, that ain't crap. So, but yeah, this is an incredible lens. Perfect condition. Never ran around with it. This goes on there though. I'm throwing that in there. It's just a little slight UV filter for this one. UV filter slash, just kind of glass protector for the main lens. Anyway, I'm selling that one for $500. Yeah. You look like you enjoy running or used to. What's your fastest mile time? I have no idea. I did used to run track. I did not enjoy it. I did the 200 and the 400. I don't remember my times. Don't care. It's not something I was proud of or anything. It was, let's just say there's no records being set in high school. But I am going to slip this little piece of foam in with my scissors. They're in the red shelf. Ah. I like organizing. I don't like being hurt. So, this kind of sucks. All right. I just need to cut a little old piece of foam out. Let's go. Doesn't even have to be the full square, but I'm gonna make it a full square. All right. I should probably be showing you all the process instead of me. Probably close enough. This is, I do not care. Okay. Appreciate you. I'm glad you're here, Gloomy Ace. I haven't streamed obviously in a long time. Talk to my buddies on here. I hope you're doing well. I hope everyone's doing well. Okay. Cool. All right, square one. Circle gets the square. I don't care if it sticks up a little bit, but it was just too low. Now we're good? Okay. So next, I'd like to, let's do the screen. Hey, Daisy girl. Little Daisy girl dog. Little sweetheart. Yeah. Scooch all over here. She's on the other side of the fence, or they just, Georgie and Daisy and Luna would all be in here. I don't mind, but I'm doing something. Hey, Daisy May. I know, it's almost time. Yeah, here, I'll show you. Oh, that's Daisy. I don't know if y'all seen her. And there's Georgie boy. Hey, buddy. Daisy go. Those are our babies. Let's put this in first, shall we? 2 squares over, yep. 2 squares in. I don't think I need to go 2 squares in. All right, so 2 squares, 1, 2, and 1 square down. All right, that's the start. There. 2 squares, is that it? Cool. And then I might start Bloomy Ace. I might start streaming more. If I can get out to bowling, obviously I'll be streaming that. I won't be bowling, but I'll be there to record the memories. Oh yeah, that's perfect. I love it when stuff comes together. I'll obviously make another cut for that, but that's fine. And this one, that's gonna stick out half a square, maybe a square. So how about, let's keep 1, 2 squares separated. Okay. 1, 2 there, and then right there. Cool. And then how many long ways? 2, maybe? I can get away with 2. Yeah. 1, 2. I appreciate that, Ace. I really do. That's really cool. And I feel, guilty for not, because I was so consistent, with bowling at least, and then gaming every now and then. But once my back was done, it's just, first bowling season ended. First, on the second to last game of the season last year, or I think technically this year, but last season, my back was giving me trouble. And then I shouldn't have bowled the last game that I did, but I did. And then that was the last game of the season, and my back was always sore after that. And then after that, it started getting better, and then I threw it out. Then there was other issues and all up in here, but I couldn't sleep. And when I say I couldn't sleep, Not, I was having trouble sleeping. I couldn't sleep for, that was the about 8, 9 months. I was getting what is called hypnic jerks. And if you look it up, I can describe it. But you know that feeling when you are falling in a dream and you wake up like that, you're jolted awake? That is a hypnic jerk. But I was getting them 30, 40, 50 times a night. And you can't sleep when that happens. So I was awake a lot, and I would get an inconsistent amount, 2 hours of sleep a day, inconsistently. It wasn't a flat 2 hours. It was, maybe 30 minutes, maybe, it was broken up. And months and months and months, whole half of a year like that. And tried sleeping medication. It puts me to sleep, but it'll knock me back awake. My own, the hypnic jerks will knock you awake. They jolt you awake, and your heart gets pumping, because of that. And then normally I would try to fight it and be like, I'd wake up and then it'd be like, okay, whatever, just try to beat it, go back to sleep, in about 60 seconds I'd do it again. I was like, all right, I gotta try again. Go back to sleep, 30, 60, 90 seconds later, wake back up. So you can't sleep like that. Anyway, sleeping medication did not work. It just makes you really like that while you're awake. You're just out of it. But for the most part, I have a handle on it now. But it's still not fixed. But that was a big issue this year. 2025 was not a good year for me. It was good in some ways, but really terrible in others. Thank you for deleting comments. I appreciate that. Anyway, just kind of rambling. Yeah, and then my back went out about a month ago or so. Yeah, about a month ago. And hasn't gotten better since then. And so had an x-ray last week, MRI today, and then I'll go to my follow-up appointment with the MRI doctor to see, what the issue is back there. And then, how to resolve it. And then, go from there. So we'll see. But I have a call in about 10 minutes here. I'm doing more voiceover stuff, which is great. That's a lot of fun. Yeah. But Bojangles, I don't know if y'all, or you, I think Ace, you're the only one here that's not a bot, I think. Bojangles chicken. I'm kind of the unofficial spokesman for them. I do a lot of their commercials, their voiceovers for the commercials. When my wife and we were laying in bed watching Hulu, we had the ads, and the Bojangles ad popped up, and it was my voice, and it was the first time I heard my voice on TV. It was really cool. So, anyway, that's all. But I'm gonna hop on the call, I guess, here in a couple of minutes, and I'll be back. I'm not done. I'm far from done, so I'll be back and I'll stream it maybe today, if not definitely tomorrow, but I'll be back because now I just have a huge mess. Whoa. Now I just have a huge mess of camera stuff. This is my other mini case. Oop. It's the bigger one for the camera and most of the lenses, and then that one for like accessories, little bits of things here and there. So I am far from done, but thanks for watching, y'all, and I will be back. Thanks, Ace, for being here and helping out. Appreciate you.